Hi, this is Chris Lever again. We're going to have a little conversation on Tip Tuesday about some charitable planning techniques as well as some possible tax savings techniques that are often overlooked but are very powerful, especially since there's been some changes in the IRS rules. Let me show you a picture of what one might do to help remember their favorite churches, charities, or communities along without disinheriting their loved ones. So I'll just walk you through this. It's actually quite simple. We do need the help of an attorney to accomplish this, but the concept is really, it's real popular right now because of the tax law changes, and it's pretty simple to initiate. So when we pass away with an IRA, we no longer have the ability to send this to our children over their lifetime. This used to be called the stretch IRA. This is gone now. Now, whoever you leave your IRA to as a non-spousal beneficiary has to take that money out in 10 years. And oftentimes the folks inheriting those IRAs are already in their 60s and 70s, a time when they're in their highest income earning years. So here's an idea I'd like you to think about. If you have an IRA or 401k or any pre-tax savings, and you want to remember your church, your charity, or your community, there's a way to kind of do it without disinheriting your loved ones. So it's called a Charitable Remainder Trust, or CRT. So rather than going directly to your children, for example, we could go into this Charitable Remainder Trust. And what happens is that money does not get taxed as it goes in there. There's actually an estate tax deduction. What happens, though, is over the period of 20 years, you can send your beneficiary 5% a year out of this bucket of money that the charitable trust is holding. They're called income beneficiaries. It could be your children, your grandchildren, nieces and nephews, any type of loved one that you'd like to have receive that. So how cool would it be to have your grandchildren receive a check from grandma and grandpa, 20 years after you've been in heaven? So it's just also kind of a neat thing to think about as far as leaving a legacy, perhaps. Plus, that those funds that they get, they are taxable, but they're not forced to take all of that out in 10 years. So they still, 5% over 20 years is still 100% of what they would inherit. But what's cool is the remainder balance can go into a charitable fund, maybe that your family's established. It's called a donor advised fund. You're the donor, you advise. And out of that fund, it's very flexible. You can make changes all the time. Then you can remember your church, your community, and your charity after the income beneficiaries have received their monies for a period of years. So this is really high level. There's more details that go along with this, but just wanted to give you something to think about. Once again, a way to remember loved ones and to remember your charities. Thank you.